Yo, what's up guys, and welcome for the next part of my ORAS NU Road to Top 10. I, of course, am PokeaimMD. If you don't know me, hi, this is my channel. What's good? Anyway, we're going to be taking on the NU ladder, and we're going to be using this T-Spikes balance team with some cool mons like Focus Sash Jinx, a really fun lead, as well as T-Spikes Weezing with Rapid Spin Hitmonchan, Jolly Hitmonchan, and then Encore Black Glasses Liepard. So, have fun, dude. I really like Jinx as a lead versus him. It's faster than pretty much everything bar Rotom. Excuse me, no, bar Charizard. It is faster than Rotom. It's faster than everything bar Charizard, because Charizard is, of course, base 100. I am thick fat Miltank, though. I feel like I can get up rocks, and then I can't really prevent it. I'm going to lead off with Jinx because it is Focus Sash. It can get off a Lovely Kiss on anything. If Rotom outspeeds me, then we know it is Choice Scarf. I can put pretty much everything to sleep unless it's Lumberry Skuntank. Even if it's Lumberry Skuntank, all I got to do is hit 2. Though Jinx has a lot of opportunity to sweep him, so with a nasty plot. So we'll see how I decide to play with this. He leads off a Mantine, great. That is his defogger. I'll 100% be faster than him unless he's like Scarf Mantine, which would be crazy. And I can just go right for Lovely Kiss. Another good thing about him leading off a Mantine is I don't think I have Thunder Punch on my Hitmonchan, do I? Nope, I have Ice Punch, Rapid Spin, yeah, the standard set, though with different EVs. Shouts Tony. But I will put it to sleep, as unfortunately I missed, so he's going to be able to Air Slash and break my Focus Sash. It's whatever, dude. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. I'm thinking after I put him to sleep, he's going to go out into Piloswine right here. So what I want to do is go out into my Weezing. That way I can taunt Piloswine and also get off a Will-O-Wisp on it. I should be faster. As he wakes up, gets the first turn wake, and goes for Toxic. Okay, he's sub Toxic, Scald, sub Air Slash? I'm not sure. That's interesting. I'll go back on Jinx. I do have Dry Skin if he chooses to go for a Scald. Really interesting Mantine. Also surprised that he's staying in. But if he does go for Scald, then I'll be able to, of course, recover. He goes for Toxic. I guess good play on his part. He does have 2 Toxic use, 2 Poison types, so that's why I actually didn't go for the Toxic Spike. But I am able to take the Air Slash plus the Poison, so I do pray that I connect this. Alternatively, I could save this and go on to Lantern because I do have the Heal Bell. So I think I'm actually going to make that play. Because I do have the Heal Bell to bring this thing back. I do have Rapid Spin. He does have a Ghost type. It's tough because I actually... Nah, let me just put something to sleep. I think that's better. Let me put Mantine to sleep. And then hopefully force it out with Lantern. That'll be my play. Alternatively... No, that's the play. I can now go out into Lantern and I can go for the Skull. It's pretty safe because... even if he subs, I can Volt Switch on it. I don't want him trying to go Piloswine or anything. And Scald is the better play because it's more likely that he'll switch out. And plus, I can get a potential burn on something, which I do. So we get a little bit of luck right there. I'll take that. As Sleep Powder is more than likely coming. I can go out to Weezing as Sleep Powder because I do take this thing on. As he goes for Giga Drain and crits me. Great. Always great. I will be able to taunt this thing, however. So I'm going to go for that. Preventing him from Sleep Powdering. As he goes for another Giga Drain. I guess because he crit me, he has no reason not to go for that. This is actually a problem now that this went down. I also don't have the other ability on this, but I'll just Sludge Bomb, weaken him a bit as he goes out into Skuntank, maybe trying to defog. I'm not sure why Skuntank actually came out. Unless he has Taunt, he doesn't beat me. Maybe he has a Lumberry, but I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp anyway. It's pretty much my best play because I can live a Dark Pulse unless he's Life Orb, and I can get off this burn. Let's see. He does not have the... the Lumberry, it seems, and I'm assuming Miltank can take this thing on. I'm going to save Weezing as Death Fodder. I want to get up my rocks for the Rotom and try and win with Liepard, especially because this thing has been weakened. So, we'll be able to get up rocks right here. I'm assuming he's going to go into his Piloswine. I don't think he'd go with Charizard. We do check Charizard. Anyway, we have we have Toxic, excuse me, and Seismitoss, so we check any variant of Charizard. Can you give me a sec? This is the road to top 10 and I'm pressed for time. If you time out, that's what happens. I can't do anything about that. I can pause it though until he comes back, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, so he came back. I basically was going to let the timer get down low until he said, if it got down low, I was going to turn off the timer, but it didn't get down low. He took like 30 seconds. He didn't have to even tell me he had to go. Maybe he had to get the door or something. But I can go out into my Lantern right here because we can take on the Rotom, and what I can do is actually go for Volt Switch, because even if he chooses to Hex me, I can tank that, and I can go right out into my Liepard and Pursuit time. Let me use some use some mind games. I'm assuming he's Cobra. He's actually not Cobra. That's great. So hopefully he fears the Pursuit because I said Pursuit time. No, he was too good. It doesn't matter though, because we do break this thing out with the Burn plus Stealth Rock, so that's great. That's one of his defoggers gone. He does have 2. Anybody see me try to lie to this guy? It did not work out. Yeah, I know I did. Goes out into Piloswine. I can U-turn out into my Miltank because I am physically defensive. I have thick fat, so I take this thing on. Alternatively, I could go out to Weezing, but I don't think that's the play. I'm just going to go out into my Miltank and take this guy on, because he's more than likely just going to roll for rocks anyway, and I can proceed to Toxic him if he wants to try and go for Earthquake. If he wants to go out to Rotom, that's great. Of course, we missed the Toxic though. It's okay, dude. It's okay, man. It's not your fault. It's 100% not your fault. I can't blame you. But we'll be able to softball it up right now. On the Vileplume, the good thing is Vileplume is getting low enough to the point where I can just start spamming knockoff. So I'm going to sack the Weezing right here. I'm not specially defensive. I'm physically defensive Miltank, and I feel like Miltank is the key to victory in this game. So he goes for the Moonlight. I don't think that matters too much. I kind of want to get up a Toxic Spike though, but I don't think it matters as well because all it hits is Piloswine and I have Toxic for that better. So we'll just go for Sludge Bomb, get off as much damage as possible, as his Giga Drain is not going to recover enough, I feel. And I think that Hitmonchan actually knocks it out with Iron Fist boosted Ice Punch at that range. Let me see. Yeah, Sludge Bomb to 30%. Yeah, I should be able to knock it out with the Iron Fist boosted Ice Punch. And even if it doesn't, we hit something with that like Mantine or Rotom, and this will probably be a 2-hit KO on Rotom. Yeah, solid 2-hit KO. Best play is by far going out into my Lantern. I don't need it for anything bar this, as he Pain Splits. And how much did his thing do before? I'll just Volt Switch again, get off momentum if he does choose to switch, because now I can knock something out or at least weaken something severely with the Liepard. I'm still thinking I have a great chance of winning this game with my Miltank. I just have to be careful. Maybe now he'll fear the Pursuit, but I just have to be careful about getting burnt or getting poisoned by Vileplume. Those would be like the 2 worst things for me. But I'm going to go for knockoff right here. I'm hoping he fears the Pursuit this time from Liepard, assuming he does get Pursuit. I think he gets Pursuit. I'm pretty sure Liepard gets Pursuit. It's a Dark type. Yeah, but he goes out to Mantine. I mean, that's fine as well because we knock it out with the Dread Plate boost. Nice. So Mantine is gone. That's something that could potentially Scald Burn my Miltank. My Miltank obviously not packing the Heal Bell. That was my Lantern as that. And also, Rotom is going to be 2-hit KO'd soon. Piloswine is going to come out. I'm definitely just going to go right for U-turn. Go right back out into Miltank. I take this thing on. We could tank the Earthquake, as said before, and I'm actually just going to go for Seismitoss because if you choose to go out to Vileplume, it's the best play. His Earthquake won't beat me with a crit, and I can also recover. Also, at that point, he goes down to the, what's it called? To the knockoff. So he goes out to Vileplume. I don't think 30, how much HP does Vileplume have? I doubt I knock it out with Seismitoss at that range. So I'm actually going to go out to my Hitmonchan on his Moonlight and just click Ice Punch, as he does go for Moonlight, yeah. And alternatively, I could double into Liepard. I think that's actually the play I want to make. Huh. No, I'll just go for Ice Punch. Because he's stacking Piloswine anyway. This should be able to knock it out, even if it doesn't have Mach Punch anyway. So I don't have to take an Ice Shard or anything like that. Hit him with that Mach right now. Goodbye, Piloswine. Okay. Would have loved to hit that Toxic earlier. Would have been nice. Also, I guess I could have made a bit more of an aggressive play versus the Vileplume, but I would just Ice Punch this, let him knock me out with Acrobatics. If he Swords Dances up, I lose anyway, so he does go for Will-O-Wisp right there. And what I can do is go out to Liepard on the, or I could Roost. No, I still win with this thing, I'm pretty sure, because the Seismitosses can, yeah, I'm going to go out to Liepard on his Encore. Or on his Roost and Encore him into that, yeah, and then I could just spam knockoff repeatedly. And if he wants to switch, then he'll come back in like at no percentage right there. So I can just spam Encore and force him to struggle eventually. Keep clicking knockoff. Knockoff will be able to knock out Rotom. Great. So that's something that could threaten me right there. Rotom being gone is amazing. Charizard also goes down to the knockoff after rocks regardless. So we hit him with a U-turn right here as he poisons us. Oh, come on, let it stop, please. As he goes right for Sludge Bomb. I guess that doesn't matter because he ended up going for Sludge Bomb over Moonlight. And now knockoff knocks this thing out at 42%. Dread Plate boosted. He still has his item. And we'll also be able to knock out Charizard at the range it is at. That crit did not matter at all based on the U-turn damage unboosted at all. And then Charizard is going to come in. And what I can do is just knock it off. Because even if SD's up, I take it on. Acro can knock me out, yeah. But all I gotta do is go for Toxic with my Miltank. Hit it. All I gotta do is go for Toxic and hit it. I am physically defensive, so I can take any hit. So pray we hit this Toxic. And as we do, nice. And now I can just Seismic Toss him. That's my boy, well, Whitney's what? Huh? Whitney's Miltank right there. So the Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter because I do have the Seismic Toss. And he cannot beat me 1v1 at all. I am physically defensive. I literally spam Seismic Toss, and that's going to be a good game. As you can see, that does absolutely nothing. And Miltank able to come through right there. So we're able to come through despite hacks, but I really did think that Liepard plus Miltank were going to be the key to victory in that game. We got another game. No ground type, so Volt Turn is happening. Also does not like Jinx at all. But I'm going to lead off with my Weezing because I can spam Sludge Bomb and then trap him. Between Weezing plus Lantern, I wall Xatu. Basically, Weezing clicks Sludge Bomb until it gets a burn on poison, excuse me, on Xatu. Weezing also beats Scyther as a lead, assuming he's Scarf. And Samurai I'm not too worried about. I have Jinx, I have Encore, I have Lantern. So basically, with Dry Skin he can't touch me. Leads off with Xatu, unfortunately. Hard switching into my Lantern. Can't risk a Thunder Wave by going out to Liepard, and I can just Volt Switch around. He does go for U-turn. Cool play, but like, what do you do versus this thing? Do you go out to your Vileplume, which is a threat? You do go out to Vileplume. Okay, good to know. I think we're faster. Yeah, we're definitely faster. There's no way he's max speed, so we can get off a Volt Switch. Get a crit turn 2. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I can always Heal Bell, so I'll allow my Weezing to be put to sleep as he actually spams Sludge Bomb right there. I'm not sure if he'll actually let me burn him. If I get up a T-Spike now, that'd be cool, but I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb because I'm going to attempt to just to do damage or poison Xatu as he goes out to Probopass. I can taunt that thing, preventing it from setting up Stealth Rock. And he's more than likely going to Volt Switch right here. What I will do is actually go out to my Lantern on the Volt Switch and go for my own Volt Switch from there. Yeah, get a bit of HP back as well. I could even throw off a Scald now if I want to. I think that's the better play because I get a potential chance to burn the Vileplume. Scald doesn't burn, however. Again, keeping Lantern alive is key because I do have the Heal Bell on that, so Weezing is always going to be the play coming in on Vileplume. And I want to burn him so bad. I think burn is okay. Going for Will-O-Wisp is okay right here. I'm assuming he could go Xatu, but I was watching Road to Ubers as we battle. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to attempt to burn him as he does choose to go Xatu right there. I don't know how much that matters in a sense because I do have the Lantern as well. He's going to be able to get up rocks though, unfortunately. So that sucks for that turn. Good play on his part though, going out to Xatu. Lantern is the play though, as he goes for U-turn. Now I was thinking about going for Will-O-Wisp again since it burns everything, but I don't think that's the play. He actually goes out to Scyther, surprisingly. I'm going for Heal Ball then. I'm getting rid of that burn. He crits me though. That really sucks. That sucks. But I will be able to get rid of the burn on my Weezing, which is pretty nice, and I can even go for Protect from there if he wants to double. That'd be great. Get back a little bit of leftovers right here. He's playing well though, definitely playing well. I might have to play a bit more aggressive. So what I am actually going to do is, again, the Weezing is the play. Unfortunately, my Lantern, you know, that we know that's banded though, Scizor, based on Scyther, excuse me, based on that damage. I'm gonna double out into my Lantern right here as he goes out to Probopass. Nice, nice, nice. And now we can start spamming Scald one more time. If he wants to get up rocks, it's fine. I do have Spinner. I'll potentially get off this burn on him, as that is not what happens, unfortunately, for me. And I'm going to Protect on what I'm expecting to be like an Earth Power or something. Goes for Power Gem. That's not going to be able to touch me. So we're just going to try and burn him right now. As we do, nice. Yeah, Power Gem is doing absolutely nothing. And again, just burning is the play. I can always spin on Vileplume, so I'm not too worried about that. As Vileplume comes out, so that's nice because we also get off a Protect as well. Don't get a burn, however. But as you can see, Lantern is slowly getting back to full. Slowly but surely getting back to full. He does have the Aromatherapy, though, which leads me to believe that he doesn't have the Sleep Powder. So what I am going to do is go out into my Hitmonchan. I think it's just a play to make. On his Giga Drain, we tank that. And I want to Rapid Spin right here. I could also Ice Punch, but I want to get rid of those rocks. And get the switch into my Jinx, which is I think the important part. He poisons me, which means I don't get off an Ice Punch. That's so annoying. But I can go out to Jinx and literally click Ice Beam. Because Probopass, if it's not 2-hit KO'd, obviously, because it's Steel and Rock, I can put it to sleep after. Please hit. Please hit. I guess he could double onto Xatu, but he goes out to Hariyama instead. Maybe scouting for Focus Blast. So that works out for me. I'm going to be a bit aggressive right here and go out into my Weezing, expecting him to want to go out into his Probopass. Get a bit of leftovers, nice. And I will taunt him no matter what he wants to do. I don't care if he goes Xatu. I'm taunting him to prevent rocks as he goes for Power Gem. Lantern is the play. Yeah, Lantern's always the play. I just need a Scald Burn on his Vileplume. That's all I need. Just give me that, please. Just give me the Scald Burn on Vileplume so I can beat it with Liepard, so I can start knocking things off. That's not going to happen right there, obviously. Okay, so a rinse repeat, though, with the Protect. I'm just trying to get back up to full as well. Though I am losing one of my Scyther answers. I mean, Miltank kind of wrecks him, but I obviously need to get the burn on Vileplume. I want to just start knocking items, to be honest, with Weezing, which I will do soon. Because we can't take this Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I'll just Sludge Bomb right here as he goes out to Probopass, unfortunately. I'm going to attempt to Will-O-Wisp. If he wants to go out to Xatu, that's fine. I'm able to burn Probopass, which is great, as he's going to go for Power Gem. Alright, and I'll Encore him into that. I'll let my Liepard take damage just to Encore him into that Power Gem as he goes out to Vileplume. So that works out, I guess. Assuming he's going to go for the Aromatherapy, I'll be able to knock him off right here with my Dread Plate boosted attack. Goes for the Aromatherapy, which is great because I can Encore him to that. I think he would expect Encore, though, so I actually want to go for U-Turn and be a bit aggressive as Hariyama is going to come out. Nice, nice, nice. And not that I have good switch-ins for this. You know what? Miltank tanks. Miltank tanks this. I don't care. I'm getting my rocks too. Tired of all these switches. We tank this. Yum! Not as much as I wanted. Okay, maybe... Yeah, Liepard still has a good chance of winning this game. So I'm going to weaken him a bit with the Seismic Toss. As I can now knock him out with the... is that banded damage? It looks like banded damage. I can now go out to Jinx and knock him out with the Psyshock. If he wants to go Probopass, obviously that's not banded, just AV. Alright, but Psyshock does knock out Hariyama, so that's one of the Mons that could deal with my Liepard. Assuming Scyther? No, he goes out to Xatu, huh? You're going to risk his Speed Tie? And he wins the Speed Tie. That would have been awesome right there. Xatu would have been gone. Not that Xatu's that much of an issue between Liepard, but having the extra Mon just would have been sick. I can go out to Liepard. I think we just lose this game. Yeah, I don't know what I could have done differently. This is tough. It is tough for me to deal with. I'm just going to double knock off right here. I was expecting him to. Yeah, that's game. Alright, so we're going to look for another game. I'm not sure what we could have done differently. I mean, getting any of those Scald Burns on Vileplume would have been nice. Wasting Aromatherapies or at least figuring out he had it. I made the Weezing play because I was scared of the Sleep Powder. And I could deal with it from there. And also the Xatu crit, the Scyther crit meant that I couldn't throw in Lantern as much as I wanted to. But we got another game. This guy does not like Jinx as a lead at all. Nobody does. It's Jinx. So I'll just go right for the Ice Beam right now. If he was lead Sash, then I could deal with it. And otherwise, Ice Beam's just a play because his resistance is non-existent. Goes Evire. And I freeze him, which means I get to fire off another Ice Beam. That sucks for my opponent. It was a Speed Tie after that, unless he was Scarf anyway. And apparently he wins either a Speed Tie or he was Scarf. I'm not sure. But yeah, we can't have enough luck from there. I could have went Lantern as well, but I needed to be very, I wanted to be very aggressive with Jinx, because Jinx is made to punch holes through my opponent's teams, and then proceed to come through from there. But he goes Golurk. I can go out into my Weezing, and I believe I can taunt this thing. I think that's my only play. I want to prevent rocks. This doesn't have to be his rock. Then again, burning him might be better, but I'm going to taunt him to just prevent rocks. Yeah, burning him might actually be better. Forget that. You know what? Rocks can come up. My Sash Jinx is gone. When you freeze them, but they thaw turn 1, so it doesn't matter. I'm not sure if you Scarf E-Fire, though. So Liepard definitely puts in work versus this guy. Once I get up rocks, which is not too hard, I can get that up versus Archeops with my Miltank. Miltank takes it on. Shouldn't be too tough. Abomasnow is a bit of a threat, but Weezing Sludge Bomb keeps it at bay, and Hitmonchan's Mach Punch and obviously Drain Punch. The Musharna could be an issue, but between Toxic and Seismic Toss, the fact that I do have Encore on Liepard, I think I can deal with it. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to think about what I could have done differently in the first battle. That crit just hurt a lot. So hopefully we're going to be able to hit this Will-O-Wisp. Nope. That would have been too much to ask for. Yeah. I don't even have a resist to this. It's gonna Blizzard right here, right? I'll go Lantern and then Volt Switch back out, I guess, get a little bit of damage off. We'll see if he's Scarf as he's Life Orb. Okay. Probably gonna be faster as well. I'm not sure if he's gonna Wood Hammer, but I mean, maybe the chip damage will help us deal with him. He actually goes for Substitute, which is a good play. I guess dodges Skull Burn. However, I get to go for the Encore right here, buddy. So that worked out even better for me. Maybe he's going to think about the U-turn. He does hard switch into his Skuntank, however. Cool play on my opponent's part. It is leftovers as well, but I can just go for U-turn, get off a bit of chip damage on him. Also, the Abomasnow might be in range of Sludge Bomb now, so Weezing is the best play. I just get to click Sludge Bomb. Also, because he's leftovers, looks like he can't really touch me. I actually don't like Weezing now, but because he's special. Yeah, I'm going to go out to Lantern. I don't like the Weezing play because he's special. I thought we had something special. And I'm going to throw off a Scald because I don't want him like to be crazy and go out to Golurk or try and go Electivire. Scald, Burns, obviously, we already know that. He stays in to Dark Pulse me, gets the flinch. Gets the flinch as I'll just get throw off a Scald again. I guess he's thinking he gets a crit this turn and a flinch. Great. This is great. We'll go Hitmonchan. I need the sack. Definitely need the sack. I'm just going to Ice Punch here if he tries to go Golurk. He's definitely going Musharna, but I might as well try and predict Golurk and try and get some damage off. Maybe get a potential freeze on him again. That's not what happens, though. I don't know if this is Trick Room, but I'm going to go out to my Miltank and just get up Stealth Rock. I can't hard switch directly into Liepard because he could be Thunder Wave as he actually goes for Signal Beam. That does 4. And we're getting up these rocks now. Again, he doesn't appreciate this Mon, and I think if I Toxic it and the fact that I do have Heal Bell, I could deal with it. I'm not sure what item it is. I don't see an item. I didn't see Life Orb as well, but I do want to get up these rocks for Abomasnow, for Golurk. I think we can still win this game, and it's all going to be dependent on how Liepard is played and how my opponent chooses to play certain things. So, go to Golurk, which is cool because it gives me the opportunity to go right back out into Weezing, get a bit of leftovers, go for the Will-O-Wisp. As he goes for Dynamic Punch, yep, that's the play I would have went for too, you know? I mean, I guess it was super effective, so why not? But I'm going to attempt to throw off a Will-O-Wisp. If he lets me burn him, great. I weaken him. If he's Culver Berry, I weaken him a bit with that. I think that's just perfect for me. I could alternatively just throw off Sludge Bombs, but... See, I'm thinking about Sludge Bomb because I don't want him going out to Abomasnow for free. Because then I have to sack Lantern. I mean, I have to sack Lantern anyway. But I kind of, preferably, I would love to keep Lantern. But he goes out to Skuntank, so please break through. As we do break through and we are able to land that. Thank you. Alright, so we're able to land the Will-O-Wisp. And I'm going to go for the Toxic Spike right here. As we snap out of it. Nice, nice, nice. Get up that T-Spike. That'll be nice for the Golurk. And I'll just taunt him in case he wants to defog again as he goes for Dark Pulse. So we prevent him from defogging, which is great. And the great thing is, if I go out into my Hitmonchan right now, I'm actually thinking about double Wisping. because I'm thinking he would switch out into Archeops or something, trying to protect Hitmonchan. Nice, so we're able to get off the burn on the Archeops. I think somebody fell downstairs, unfortunately. And I could just get up a T-Spike on his U-turn. Or he can go for Acrobatics and do absolutely nothing. I'll take that too. So hard into Miltank is the play. I'm glad I made a bit of an aggressive play right there. Even if it... Because Archeops being burnt is huge, guys. It's huge. It's amazing for me. And we will be able to get up our Stealth Rock. Dark Pulse isn't going to do too much. I mean, of course, if he flinches me to death, you know, it could beat me. But outside of flinching me to death, we should be okay. Basically, the game plan was weaken Skuntank, get Skuntank low with the burn, thankfully, and set up rocks and put it in range to be swept by my Miltank. And I'm actually going to go, by my Liepard, excuse me. I'm actually going to go for Toxic, expecting him to go for rocks right here, as he does go for the Dynamic Punch anyway. I mean, we tank it regardless, and getting off that Toxic is wearing down at Golurk, which is more than likely going to be that Cobra Berry. So I can go out to Weezing. I could take the Dynamic Punch anyway as he goes for another one. I don't even know if that's Bandit. That's just Iron Fist. That's not Iron Fist. It's No Guard. But at this point, I think Taunt is the best play. Prevents Skuntank from defogging if he chooses to go to that. Apparently, he's faster than me, though. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but he did stay in to go for Rock, so now he's definitely in range of my attack. I'm going to go for Taunt again. Because now I get to go out into my Hitmonchan and knock something out with the Ice Punch. We take those. So goodbye, Golurk. I'm assuming he was Cobra Berry. I could be wrong, of course. And I can softball it up and I think start winning with my Miltank or my Liepard. That's the plan. Abomasnow comes in pretty low. Skuntank cannot take a Drain Punch at the range it's at. Obviously, Musharna, I think, is the play that he's going to have to make right now, which I think is also Cobra Berry. I feel like they're all Cobra Berry. That's what I would be if I was Musharna anyway. But yeah, Liepard winning this game is definitely how I have to do this. So, Musharna comes out. I'm going to go out into my Lantern as fodder. If he wants the Moonlight, if he wants to Calm Mind, basically Lantern is the play. And I'll just throw off a Scald right here. If he wants to go to Abomasnow, I can always Volt Switch on the sub. Throwing off a Scald pretty much gets a burn and forces him to attack me, I think. As he goes Archeops, so that's nice. That's one thing I don't have to waste Sucker Punch versus. So good boy. Goodbye. Would you go out to Skuntank? So that's one thing I didn't have to waste Sucker Punches versus, which is nice. Abomasnow comes out, but again, I don't care about Abomasnow at all. I literally do not care about Abomasnow at all. I can just Volt Switch on out of there. I don't even have to Volt Switch, actually. What I can do is go out into my Hitmonchan and actually Rapid Spin away. I do live the Ice Shard, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to Rapid Spin away these rocks just for my Liepard, because I don't think I need... then again, he might think he needs this. I'll go for Mach Punch. I think that's better, because he might Ice Shard me. Yeah, so I'll definitely go for Mach Punch. I think that's the better play overall. He might Ice Shard, and it might not knock me out, but it will put me in range of Life Orb. So I'll 100% go for this, as he goes out into Skuntank, which is going to tank it. No pun intended. And I definitely kill this thing with the Rapid Spin, so I'm going to go for now. I have no way of not contacting him. If he's faster, he's faster. But we are able to knock him out, which is nice. Able to get rid of the rocks and go down, as well as being able to go out into Liepard right now and picking up my kill. So no rocks is nice. I can Sucker Punch Abomasnow as well. He goes Evire. Or Electivire, whatever. I could just Sucker Punch you. Good boy! Liepard coming through just like I said it would. Abomasnow is going to come out. Going to Sucker Punch you as well. I don't want to risk Ice Shard or tank any Ice Shards or anything like that. And Musharna is going to come out. I'm assuming we're going to U-turn right out into Miltank. We don't want him to be Cobra Berry. Go right out to Miltank, tank the Signal Beam, go for Toxic and win the game from there. He does go for Calm Mind, however. So yeah, he definitely... It might be Lum or anything, but I don't know. We'll go for Toxic anyway. Synchronize doesn't matter at this point, because I can just Milk Drink up and then start spamming seismic tosses. The only reason I'm going for Milk Drink right here is because I want to waste another turn of his attack. Let's go, Miltank, let's go. And if he does choose to go for the Moonlight at any given point that he doesn't attack me, I get to encore him into that, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Milk Drink is definitely the best play right now, I think. Because Poison is starting to start racking up on him. The best he could do is 50%, right? No, now the best play is going for Seismic Toss. Because between Seismic Toss and Poison, he will be in range of my knockoff. Even despite the, or he can just confuse me, you know, right there. And now I can go into Liepard, because if he Signal Beams me, he goes down to Poison. If he Moonlights, I Encore him into that. And I win the game. Basically not letting Confusion have any chance versus him. Liepard wins just like I said it would. Nice. So let's look for another battle. That was a good game. Let's look for another one. As our opponent has... Why do you have a random Bastiodon? Such a threat. You don't appreciate Liepard at all, though. How do we win this? How do we win this? Rocks are key. The fact that he doesn't have a ground type is really nice. I'm leading off a Lantern just because he doesn't have a ground type. Lantern gets the Volt Switch. I have to be careful around Malamar. But between Taunt, I think, and U-Turn, maybe I can beat it. And Hitmonchan should be able to do some work versus that thing. He does lead off with Xatu, which is great. So I automatically gain some momentum right here. And I can just Volt Switch on out of there. So that was perfect. Automatically gain the upper hand and can Volt Switch around on him. Malamar is his play of choice. And what I can do is go right out to Liepard and just U-turn it out of there. Yeah, we see leftover. This is 4 times effective. I'm offensive. It doesn't knock him out, obviously, but I don't want him to superpower. I'm going to Hitmonchan. I'll let him superpower me. Because I don't want him to be faster than my Weezing. And I'll just Drain Punch here. Get this kill. Ooh. Yum. Recovery. I'm gonna double Drain Punch as well. He drove. Oh my god. Where'd that come from? So he's fully physical. Basically, the reason I made that play is because if he U-turned out, I got off damage on anything, and I can't allow Malamar to come back out on a U-turn. So I will be able to Volt Switch out of there as he goes out into Bastiodon, surprisingly enough. We're gonna attempt to put this thing to sleep? I'm not sure. See, Pokemon like this are hard. Like, I had the Hitmonchan, obviously I didn't expect Drill Peck. Who the hell could expect Drill Peck right there? I wish I had Flamethrower to at least do some damage. But I'll be able to go out to Jinx. He obviously does resist my attack. You think he'd... I'm going to go for Ice Beam just in case he'd be crazy and try to go Xatu. Thank God that worked out. So Xatu is gone. Nice. So that's why I went for that play, even though it wasn't very effective, obviously. I could spam the sleep move, but Tauros is going to come out. We do have Miltank. I don't want to risk the Lovely Kiss right now. I also don't want to break my Sash. I'm going to go Miltank. Miltank can tank this. No pun intended. Full pun intended. And we can get up our Rocks. And Rocks will really be nice, keeping that sturdy off of the Bastiodon. Actually, if he wants to go Bastiodon, that's fine. And the fact that Hariyama is gone as well, it means I get to get up T-Spikes, which is great. So going right out to Weezing, getting up these T-Spikes. Yeah, best play. Alternatively, I could Taunt right here if he wants to go Malamar, but he goes Mesprit anyway, so we'll be able to get up this T-Spike. Nice, nice, nice. And I think Lantern is a play because Lantern takes any hit. T-Spike wearing down Tauros, putting in a range of Sucker Punch. It could be Guts, Hariyama, I suppose, but normally the thick fat, especially when you don't have a fire resist like this. I even predict that Thunderbolt somehow. I'm just kidding, I didn't predict crap. And we'll just be able to Scald. Scald is just the best play. It prevents anything from coming in like without taking damage. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. That Scald did a lot. Holy crap. And we'll just protect right here in case he wants to double. Also just racking up the poison damage. Yeah, that Scald did a lot. Yeah, nice CC. Okay. Okay. And we can just hit up the Weezing right here. Resist that. I think he's banded. Yeah. I think he's Guts too. But I can go right for the Sludge Bomb and pick him off right there after the defense drops. Goodbye. Nice. Malamar could come out if he wants to, I think. I'm going to taunt it, though, no matter what it wants to do. Is it actually faster? I think it's 166. I think it might just be faster. I don't know. We'll check Malamar's speed after. But Tauros chooses to come out. Don't want him getting up a sub. Then again, I have Miltank. I don't want him getting up a sub or anything like that. So he goes for the Iron Head. Interesting play. Because now I can go out into my Miltank and I can tank these hits and go for Seismic Toss. I take the Rock Climb. Not as well as I thought I would have, actually. Not as well as I thought I would have. However, Jinx takes 2 hits to go down, and that'll put him in range of Poison. So though I'll be losing, obviously, Sleep over this, I'll be able to spam Lovely Kiss right here. And like I said, Jinx does take him down. I didn't think, or at least it puts him in range of Liepard to go for Sucker Punch. I didn't think that that Miltank wouldn't take that well. I thought it would do like 40% max, to be honest. Then again, we're not max defense Miltank, but I didn't mean to skip turns. I was trying to look at my Miltank and it was just there. The turn actually ended up happening. But we were able to knock out Tauros. Really nice, really nice, really nice. Bastiodon is going to come out. Going to knock off this thing's item. Make it easier to deal with. As he goes for Toxic. I do have the heal bell, so I'm not too worried about that. And I can just U-turn it out of there. Get rid of that immediately by going out to Lantern. Ooh, nice double Toxic on my opponent's part. However, I can go for the Scald. I don't get the burn, but I don't think that matters in a sense, because now I can just go for the heal bell, get rid of that Toxic. Alternatively, I can go for a double Scald, but I'm thinking he would just stay in and go for, yeah, like a potential Metal Burst right there. And what I can do now is just throw off a Scald, because even if Malamar comes in and rests, I Volt Switch 100%. I Encore him to rest, and then I click Knock Off twice and win the game. So I think that's the play to make. He does go Malamar. Again, like I said, my best play, going for the Volt Switch. I Encore him into rest. I'm even faster, apparently. And I will be able to go out to my Liepard. And with Mesprit being at the range it's at, I'm just going to Sucker. Just in case it's like Scarf Mesprit. I don't think there's anything that Scarf Mesprit can lock itself into. But Liepard is able to come through right there, and we are able to win that battle. So that was a good game as well. Definitely some good games in this match. I'm trying to think about what I could have done differently in the other game that I lost, but I think that just matchup was hard. Like Xatu plus ground type is, or Xatu plus like fat rock type is hard, because my best way of hitting the rock types, besides Hitmonchan, maybe Hitmonchan could have been more use in that game. And of course, you know, any Scald Burn, but I can't really complain about Scald Burn, you know. Scald is one of those moves that you get the burn and you don't. But in any case, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. Liepard put in the finest of work. I love this set. And, yeah, I will see you guys later. This weekend I'll actually be going to the MA Regionals for VGC. So that'll be fun. But, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Later. Feel free to leave a like. You know, you can send in fan art, because this Tuesday, if you like this background was drawn for me. So thank you, by the way, for this. And if you guys want to, you know, send me like hard copies of it or whatever, I'll be checking my PO box, which is linked down below in the description. I'll be checking it on Tuesday. That's where I'll be going stuff, and I'll make a video about it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all later. Cue the outro.